In this video, I'll show you guys on what is tempering, where to find it, how to use it, and when to use it, as well as some tips and tricks, a complete tempering guide for you guys. Tempering is a gear upgrade system that allows you to apply specific affixes from tempering menus found throughout the world. This crafting system is used during both leveling and endgame content, allowing you to customize gear by adding affixes to legendary and rare items to support specific build and playstyle, to give them more power or increase duration, cooldown reduction, and many more. You unlock tempering at level 15 and is based on finding and learning temper menus, of which they are weapon, offensive, defensive, utility, mobility, and resource recipe categories. Items have up to 2 slots that can hold temper affixes. Once you find and learn each menu, they can be applied to gear unlimitedly. You just need to have the required material. All learned temper menus are stored and can be viewed in the Codex of Power. Whenever you have found a temper menu, immediately right-click on it to learn it. If you don't read it immediately, you are going to run to the situation where you start getting a bunch of the same one. You don't want this to happen, so read it whenever a menu drops to you. Each temper menu has 3 tiers: Magic, Rare, and Legendary. Magic quality will drop in World Tier 1 and 2. Rare quality will drop in World Tier 3, and Legendary quality will drop in World Tier 4. Most menu or set of affixes are class specific, while others apply to all classes. The different tier provide the same affixes, but the higher the tier, the better the affix range. There are no level requirement on the temper menu themselves, however, they can only be applied to rare and legendary gear. To apply a temper, head to blacksmith and select the third tab, tempering. Then place your item at the blacksmith and select the menu of your chosen category in the tempering menu. You don't have a say in which affix from the menu will be applied, as the blacksmith will be the one to randomly select it for you. Sacred legendary items can be tempered with only one affix, but ancestral legendary items can have 2, but they have to be menus from 2 different categories. For example, one menus from offensive and the second from weapon, not 2 menus from the weapons category. You can reroll this up to 5 times, not 5 times per affix, but 5 times per items. When you reroll an affix, it will randomly select one of the affixes from the same menu. It does not reroll the affix you have for better stat. It is a gamble. And the first temper for 2 category of your choice is free from temper reroll. But once the first 2 temper apply, you can reroll to a total of 5 times per items, not per menu. Once you have reroll 5 times, the temper affixes are now fixed and there is no resetting to start again, as there is with masterworking. However, these affixes will increase along with the other on an item when you perform masterworking, so be sure to temper your item before masterworking to get the full benefit. So where is the best place to farm temper menu? Temper menu drop from most in-game content, so you'll find them as you play the game. But if you're looking for a faster way to farm this temper menu, I recommend you to farm at Helltide event. This area has a very high density of monster, especially as a curse ritual site, where the Blood Maiden spawn. You need to place 3 Baneful Heart into the altar to call out the Lady Boss. You don't need to put all 3 by yourself, just put 1 is enough and it will increase reward from the next Blood Maiden kill. Then wait for other players to pop in the remaining 2 hearts. Meanwhile, the area will start spawning massive wave of monster before Blood Maiden spawn. By defeating her will drop you a bunch of gears as well as temper menu. Other than Helltide event, Nightmare Dungeons, World Bosses, Uber Bosses, and the Pit, all these areas will drop you temper menu. The higher you go in the game, the higher the chance of getting legendary menus. And you should temper all your gears once you have unlocked tempering at level 15. Temper all the time while you are leveling and whenever you get a new or a better gear. You don't need to roll for the best affixes, anything associated with your build will do. A small boost is better than nothing, and it doesn't cost you much, thus a very minimal crafting material. While it may be unlikely to see many variations of the lower end tempering menus at early to mid game, there are a couple that are incredibly helpful if you are lucky enough to find them. You want to hope that you can find natural motion, natural resistance, and worldly endurance as soon as you can. Natural motion is exceptionally good for the mobility it provides, giving easy access to both movement speed and mobility skill cooldown reduction. Natural resistance allows you to easily fill gaps in our resistance that our rings and gems doesn't cover. Worldly endurance is similarly great for boosting our maximum life as well as armor. And as for late to endgame, Once you have reached World Tier 3 and 4, you will start getting access to the legendary version of the tempering manuals. As a result, this is when you get the most power from the system. In particular, we want to be on the hunt for the temper manual that support the build we are playing. Any build that can make use of chance for projectile to cast twice or skill size temper affix absolutely should. This alone can drastically boost the skill that have them. In addition to this, all of the temper affix mentioned earlier for boosting your defense also become much stronger. Worldly endurance in particular get exceptional strong, giving large chunk of maximum life and armor. Temper affixes get even better in World Tier 4, as ancestral legendary items get to have 2 of them, another tempering choice. This often just means stacking maximum life and capping out on armor and resistance with the extra slot. In most cases, you'll just be adding utility second which can range from effects like skill charge, skill cooldown, or skill size. Alright, that's everything about the tempering system in Diablo 4. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and don't forget to drop a like to the video, and hey, do consider subscribe to the channel for more Diablo 4 content. I thank you so much for the support and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care and peace out.